Hey, it's Professor Gugis, and I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about media economics and violence in our media environment. So, what do the two have to do with each other? Well, let's start with your reading on contemporary media economics. As it points out in that reading, a majority of the films produced nowadays are action adventure movies. By the way, there'll be in your test on this video, there'll be a reference back to that figure, so you need to do that reading as well. So, why do we care? Why is that important? Well, the brief overview is this. Movies are an industry, they're there to make money. So, violence in movies, action adventure movies, make money. So, we tend to see them overrepresented in our media environment. We see a lot of violence, we see a lot of action adventure movies. While we're looking at them, they are teaching us something about the world, and they are teaching us something about how we organize our society. So that's why we need to take a look at them. So let's start with the beginning. Why do we see so many action adventure movies? Why is violence so prevalent in our media environment? And the answer goes back to economics. Okay, we're trying to sell movies. The bigger the audience, the better. The more you can get people to stream it, the more you can get people to rent it, the more people you can get to buy it, the more money you make. Violence travels well. I'll say that again. Violence travels well. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter what culture you belong to. You can understand a simple action adventure movie. You can understand a simple violent text. Two people or more engage in a violent act. At the end of it, one is still standing, one is on the ground. Winner, loser. Really easy to understand. Okay? So, a film that is an action adventure film, one that's based on the use of violence to tell the story, has the potential for creating a greater audience. The bigger the audience, the more of a profit you make. Okay? So that's the link between violence and media economics. Why does it matter? Why do we really care about it? Well, violent films teach us something about a way to look at the world. Violent movies, action adventure movies, have Marvel movies, superhero movies, okay? They have a winner and a loser. They have a good guy and a bad guy, and it's usually guys, okay? They have a hero and a villain. In other words, what they teach us is that life is a contest. It is a competition to be won, that things are to be fought over, and the one who is most violent and the most effective in the use of violence is the one who walks away with the goodies at the end of the day. So violence in our media environment, while it is a function of economics, really teaches us a way of looking at the world. It also teaches us one more thing. Because most of our action adventure heroes, especially the ones at the very top, the ones who ultimately save the day, the ones who ultimately are the decision makers for the troop of superheroes, because they are predominantly men, violence in our media environment, even though it's there for economic purposes, also teaches us a particular gendered way of looking at the world. That's pretty much what we wanted to talk about today. I also wanted to point out that I love this particular hoodie. One of the great things about working for a motorcycle magazine is you get a whole bunch of free stuff from various different motorcycle manufacturers. Gee, you think that might be on the test? Thanks for watching. Have a very good day.